Hey guys, so today I wanted to show a quick video here on my portable heater. I use this in my office, and yeah, it's an older heater. I found it at a garage sale. But what I thought was interesting about this compared to some of the smaller heaters that you can buy today, these are just, 115, 120 volt electric heaters that you just plug into a regular wall outlet. Most of the newer ones just have two heat settings, a high and a low, and I think they use around, give or take, 700 watts and around 14 to 1500 watts. And what I found interesting with this one is it actually has three settings, well, four if you count the fan only. But I wanted to do a quick video on how much wattage this uses and the reason why an advantage would be to find a heater like this. So I have several generators, and I have a small one, which is a Honda 2000, and the running watts that it supports is 1600. So if I run that generator with a heater like this on high, then it's pretty much all I can run is the heater. And if I turn it on low, it's 750 watts, 800 watts. Some of them use 900 watts. There's a little room to run other appliances. But with this one, if I run it on low, I believe this uses around 500 watts on low. I've got more room to run other things, such as my refrigerators and things like that. I have a little bit more of a buffer there, and it still provides heat. And believe it or not, this one actually has a thermostat as well, so it's not digital by any means, but you can set it and it'll shut off when it gets a certain temperature. And so I'm just going to turn this up all the way so it doesn't shut off, and we can actually look. I have a kilowatt hooked up, and we're actually going to look at the wattage on each setting. So we're going to turn it on fan first. You're going to see the light come on, and you could probably hear it, and it's blowing out just air. So you can see it's using 15 watts on fan only. So what I'm going to do now is just turn it on low. And we're just going to wait a few seconds for it to get warmed up and the coils to get warmed up and the heat to come out. So I can feel the warmth coming out of it now. And then if I go over here, this is the nice thing about this particular heater. Notice that it's using a little over 500 watts. It's using about 520 watts. So like I said before, if I have a 1600 watt generator, 1600 minus 500 leaves me with 1100 watts of usable electricity for other appliances, such as refrigerator, a gas furnace, pump, things of that nature. And I can still run this on low and keep a small room relatively warm. So, and again, this heater, these little space heaters are designed for very small spaces. I think my office is, give or take, maybe 15 by 10. 20 by 10, maybe a little smaller than that. It's not that big of a room, and I have a door on it so I can shut it, and it gets nice and comfortable in here with this heater. So I'm gonna go ahead and move it to the next setting, which is the level 2, and that's medium, and we're gonna see what it uses on there. So notice it right around 950 to 1000. It's kind of settling in there at 964. So again, some of the other small heaters like this, the newer ones, I believe anywhere between 700 and 900 watts on its low setting, and they only have two settings, low and high. So you can see here I'm running 955 on medium. So I'm now going to turn it up to its highest setting, and we'll see what it's drawing on that. So now it's on high, and you can see we're using around 1450. It's going to settle in right around 1421, 1422. So this is typical with the newer ones, which you see on high. They use right around the 1400 to 1500 watts. And again, I have no need for that kind of wattage in this small of a room. So what I usually do is put them on low, and then I put the thermostat right around here. You just hear it shut off, right? So that means it, and the room is around 70 degrees right now, I should say. So right around that temperature, it's not calling for heat, so it shuts itself off, which makes it more economical than running all the time on low. So I'm just going to crank it up a little bit, and you can hear it kick back on. And then because it's on low, it's using that 523 watts. So Again, just a quick video on how much electric this small space heater has, and if you could find one that has 3 settings besides the fan setting, it's real advantageous if you're running a small generator because you can put them on low and only consume 500 watts.